Before you ask, yes, my ponytail is tiny, and no, that is not a metaphor for my dick. What? Welcome to Wonderful Wednesdays here on Scream Queens. Hope you had a great week. I did. This week's topic is childhood stories. And I took away the awkward because I couldn't think of enough awkward childhood stories. So I'm just gonna tell you about just generally my childhood because there's some great stories to tell. I'm gonna start off by telling a story that my parents tell me probably once a month because I don't remember it, but it's a great story about me as a 4-year-old. I thought I was very artistic. I thought pencils and watercolor wasn't enough. So I was like, what makes a great medium to draw on? And I went for a car. I didn't go for normal pencils or chalk or anything to draw on the car. I went for a rock. So little 4-year-old me decided it was a great idea to take a rock and draw a few lines on my parents' car. I don't remember this, but according to my dad, it went something like this. Martha, what are you doing? Nothing. What do you mean nothing? You have a rock in your hand and there's a huge scratch on our car. Was that you? With that? That wasn't me. What is that rock doing in your hand then? I'm collecting rocks. Fine. The second story that I'm gonna tell you about actually involves a video. I was inspired by Angeline's rap video because I thought that was great. And I remembered that my brother, when he got a video camera for Christmas, probably in like 2003, 4, probably 2002, somewhere around that time. So I was like 6 probably, and he decided to start to film everything around him. And it was like the day after Christmas, or 2 days after Christmas, and my grandparents were there, and my mom always tells the story. I remember it vividly, but my mom always tells the story starting off by saying that the entire family was just generally pissed off because my brother was being annoying, I was being a whiny child as always, and my mom was just probably annoyed by my grandparents being there. My grandpa, me, and my dad were playing this game called Mensch ärger dich nicht. It's German and it's just a board game. I was playing it with my dad, my grandpa, and he threw me out a minute before I was able to win the freaking entire game as a 6-year-old, which I was really proud of, and I started freaking the fuck out. I had a major freak out for probably an hour or so. My brother goes and films the entire thing. Today I can laugh about it. Until 2 years ago I couldn't because I was still angry at my brother for it.
Kannst du bitte mal laut sagen hier? Ich höre nichts.
But yeah, I was a very special child, I guess. The third story that I'm gonna talk about is when I was probably 9 or so. Like I said in last week's video, I was an outdoor child and I always climbed on trees and I was always outside playing with my friends. And one day, my friends and I thought it would be cool to pretend that we're pirates. So we had this huge tree in our neighborhood that we used to always climb. And that day we decided that that tree represents a pirate ship that we live on. I just got like a really cool Swiss Army knife from my dad, which was like a common thing that kids my age wanted. And my dad always told me to be cautious with it, and I was. Until that day, on the tree, I thought that for whatever f***ing reason, I thought that one of the branches should be light of the pirate ship, I guess. So I started cutting off the bark of the tree, so it was white inside, so it looked like a light. And at one point I thought, whoa, that's weird. Why is the tree bleeding? Why is it red? It's not supposed to be red. And I looked at my left hand and I realized that I had cut off a piece of my left pinky. It wasn't like a huge piece, but for little 9-year-old me, it was a huge piece. I started bleeding all over the place. Everybody started freaking out. I jumped off the tree and I ran home sobbing and leaving blood everywhere. When I came home, my mom rushed me to the hospital. I didn't even get stitches. I just got like a bandage thing around my hand for 2 or 3 weeks, and that was it. That day, my entire neighborhood knew who I was. And to this day, you can still see it on my pinky. If you compare these two, do you see that my left one is slightly crooked and is missing a piece up here? Yeah, that's it. That's all I got from it. And it's, yeah, I don't know, it just looks weird. So that was that. Yeah, I think that's it. I wish you guys a wonderful week, a wonderful Wednesday. See you next week. Bye.
That's really awkward. There's a woman with her dog walking by. That's really awkward. That's really, really, really awkward. She just waved. It was so embarrassed.